In preparation for the training program you're about to take, we would encourage you to have a current copy of the coaching guideline document that is available in the video description link, or you can obtain a copy by visiting the Big Country Soccer Association website at www.bigcountrysa.com. Once you're at that site, go to the coaching resource page and you can obtain your copy there. The other document we would like you to have is the Coach Orientation Reflection Form. And again, this is found on the Big Country Soccer Association website on the forms page, or you can download a copy in the video description. This training program was prepared for you in order for Big Country Soccer Association to be in compliance with our Standards for Quality Soccer, or SQS for short. This is a certification process by Canada Soccer Association that requires all clubs and/or associations to meet a standard of excellence for providing a safe soccer program, ensuring safe and inclusive soccer development for a lifetime. As you follow along in this presentation, you will see this icon in the bottom of the slides with a page number. This icon will let you know what page of the coaching guideline document we are in so that you can follow along with the presentation and the guideline together. If you have everything you need, then let's get started. Greetings, coaches. Over the next section of the training presentation, we will cover in the coaching guidelines the general requirements for Big Country Soccer Association's commitment to long-term player development, or LTPD for short. This is a specific requirement of Canada Soccer that Big Country Soccer Association has included in its soccer program for all coaches to work on in support of youth player development. This section will help you in learning the age group curriculum developed by Big Country Soccer Association that supports youth soccer development for those teams that you will be coaching. Long-term player development is designed for youth players to progressively develop the skills and attributes that support a positive experience in the sport of soccer. The program with Big Country Soccer Association consists of defining the specific requirements for coaches to focus on for each age group. This not only supports the player, but also allows for age groups to develop collectively using the same developmental focus points. By having a systematic approach to player development, every player at every age group within the district are provided equal opportunity to grow and be successful in the sport. If coaches throughout the soccer community develop players using a standard approach or focus points for each age group, the results may also lead to strengthening the youth soccer players available in Big Country Soccer Association to play in higher tiers of soccer within Alberta. Big Country Soccer Association's approach is to provide players with a fun, positive environment in which they are able to develop their skills and confidence in the sport of soccer. Long-term player development is a mandatory requirement for coaches to adhere to as part of the Standards for Quality Soccer certification of CSA. Please take a moment and review the long-term player development policy of Big Country Soccer Association. Once you've reviewed the policy, continue on with the presentation. There are several key benefits to long-term player development for both parents and players. The biggest benefit to the sport is ensuring players are in fact staying in the sport. Too often, players will hit a certain age where, due to a lack of proper performance and the reduction of fun, players are simply just dropping out of the sport. This is mainly due to their training not being player-centric in its focus. As a coach, one thing we need to remember is leave the ego at home. We have a responsibility to ensure that as a coach volunteer, we are providing the correct approach to youth soccer development. Imagine trying to build something and the tool you need is on the bench, but you decide not to use it. Your build may not work as well as if you would use the correct tool. Youth player development is the same thing. Big Country Soccer Association has developed tools to support the coach to ensure that we build the youth properly with the correct tools. There are several benefits to long-term player development for us coaches. Personally, for me, when I had a player who I coached from the U8 age group all the way through to U18 call me and ask me to be a reference for a scholastic program that they were awarded a scholarship to as a result of their soccer, that to me was the biggest benefit I could have received as a coach. To be able to influence and develop a player on the field and off the field to a point where they embark on a career in a profession was something that is difficult to put into words. As a coach, you do make a difference. To some players, the best part of their day is the moment they step onto that field and to be coached by you. All of this is possible with how we focus on proper long-term player development. The long-term player development model focuses on nurturing players based on their biological age, emphasizing their physical, mental, and emotional readiness. As a coach in Big Country Soccer Association, you will be provided with the tools such as the age group curriculum that outlines the training requirements to focus on for the age group that you're working with. Congratulations, Coach, on completing Part 2 of the coaching orientation of the Big Country Soccer Association's coaching guidelines. Remember to review the long-term player development policy, sign off on the coach reflection document, and let's move on to Part 3 of the coaching orientation.